The Mike Wagner Show is powered by Sonic Web Studios. If you're looking to start or upgrade your online presence, visit www.sonicwebstudios.com for all of your online needs. Call 1-800-303-3960 or visit us online at www.sonicwebstudios.com to get started today. Mention the Mike Wagner Show and get 20% off your project. Sonic Web Studios. Take your image to the next level.
Hi, this is Mia Mosinzia, also known as Mia No Time for Love. Check out my latest book, Missing, Extraordinary Relation of Ordinary People based upon a real-life relationship, available in print and ebook formats on Amazon. Do read it. I'm sure you'll love it. It's www.miamosinzia.com and www.amazon.com/Mia
The Mike Wagner Show is powered by Sonic Web Studios. If you're looking to start or upgrade your online presence, visit www.sonicwebstudios.com for all of your online needs. Sonic Web Studios specializes in custom web design, app development, social networking, search engine optimization, domain registration, email marketing, online stores, and more. Since our birth, we have been designing and developing immaculate websites and providing web solutions which are a cut above the rest. As a leading web designing enterprise, we have a team of extremely talented web designers who are well-focused and have the experience of working on multiple web developing platforms such as PHP, Magento, custom WordPress, and more. Sonic Web Studios has been helping businesses of all kinds, whether big, small, established, or startup, impress their audiences with exemplary web solutions. We don't just create beautiful and functional websites. We give you a complete online solution with the main goal of enhancing your yearly revenues. We aim to give your business the online exposure and brand acknowledgement that will help you in achieving increased conversions leading to profitable sales. Call 1-800-303-3960 or visit us online at www.sonicwebstudios.com to get started today. Mention the Mike Wagner Show and get 20% off your project. Sonic Web Studios. Take your image to the next level.
Hi, this is Mia Mosinzia, also known as Mia No Time for Love. Check out my latest book, Missing, Extraordinary Relation of Ordinary People based upon a real-life relationship, available in print and ebook formats on Amazon. Do read it. I'm sure you'll love it. It's www.miamosinzia.com and www.amazon.com/Mia
It's now time for the Mike Wagner Show, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. The Mike Wagner Show can be heard on Spreaker, Spotify, iHeartRadio, YouTube, iTunes, Anchor FM, Radio Public, and the MikeWagnerShow.com. Mike brings you great guests and interesting people from all across the globe. So sit back, relax, and enjoy another great episode of the Mike Wagner Show.
Hey everybody, it's Mike from the Mike Wagner Show, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. Looking at a professional website without breaking your budget? Sonic Web Studios is the answer. Sonic Web Studios offers fast, affordable, custom web designs that blow the competition away. Call today 1-800-303-3960. That's 1-800-303-3960. Or email to support@sonicwebstudios.com. Mention the Mike Wagner Show. Get 20% off your first project. Sonic Web Studios. Take your image to the next level. Also, the Mike Wagner Show can be heard on the MikeWagnerShow.com. You can check our Facebook page at facebook.com/The Mike Wagner Show. You can download and listen on Facebook, SoundCloud, Spreaker, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. Also on Anchor FM, Radio Public, iTunes, Google Play, over 25 podcast platforms, including Amazon and Audible and more. Take the Mike Wagner Show on any mobile device. Subscribe to the Mike Wagner Show on the YouTube channel and follow the Mike Wagner Show on Instagram and Twitter today. We're here with a wonderful singer, songwriter, and musician from New Orleans, Louisiana, now in Nashville along Music Row. She has a great interest from blues to classical, some great influences. Began at the age of 5 on piano, and the rest is history. And she's got a couple of great songs out on Spotify and also on many music platforms, including The Price of Loyalty. And we'll be playing her new one in just a few minutes here on this show. Live, ladies and gentlemen, from the Plush Studios in Music City, ladies and gentlemen, the very, very multi-talented Athena Kennedy. Athena, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Thanks for joining us today.
Oh, thank you so much. I'm really excited to be speaking with you.
Well, it's great to have you on board as well, too. So you came from New Orleans originally, and now you're in Nashville. You have a big influence from blues to classical and began at 5 on the piano, and you worked your way up to where you're at right now. And, of course, you have a song called The Price of Loyalty, but you got a brand new one out, which we'll be playing in just a few minutes. We'll talk about that. And first, before we get into all that and talk about your musical journey, tell us how you first got started.
Yeah, absolutely. So, I actually have been playing piano since about age 5. My grandmother was a pianist and her mother also pianist. So it just kind of runs in the family. And I had been playing classical piano since, I could walk, talk. And then I got to age 17 and I had been taking classes and honestly just didn't feel like me, but I was still obsessed with music extensively. I was listening to Tom Waits. I was listening to Etta James, Ella Fitzgerald, Billie Holiday. I mean, you name it. Those were like my idols. And I realized, like, oh my gosh, like, why don't I do blues? I love blues. I used to listen to a lot of rock and roll. And I mean, the roots of rock and roll of everything is blues. So that's when I got started making my own music on the piano. And it was just influence after influence, especially within my family. We're Greek, so we don't really have a lot of blues in our history. But my dad was super into blues. So yeah, that's pretty much how I got started writing music. Now,
did your parents come from Greece, or was it more of Greek descent?
They were both from Greece. My dad was actually born there. My mom was born in Michigan, but she moved to Greece when she was like 7 and lived there up until her 20s, and married my dad, and they did military stuff. So, yeah. Wow,
that was amazing. And what are some of their favorite artists and musicians growing up in Greece?
Oh my gosh, I don't even know. I know my dad's one of his favorites, and my grandmother's was Grigoris. That was a really big one. It was also my other grandmother's favorite singer was Grigoris. Bandazis. That was my mom.
hey, Mom, feel free to join in on the Mike Wagner Show. So come on in if you like. Come on in. We love guests.
You want to come in the Mike Wagner Show, Mom? I just moved my mom down from D.C. to come and stay with me, and she's going to be moving to Nashville.
Oh, very nice. Well, welcome aboard from D.C. and Nashville.
Thank you. Yeah, so we're big music people in the family. My mom and dad just always were blasting music growing up, so it was a big part of my childhood.
Wow, that is amazing. And of course, let's have your mom on board as well too, and tell us how you first got started in music and your big influence on your daughter Athena.
Well, I've always been a person. Growing up in Greece, you go out a lot. So starting at young ages of 16, you start going to the discos, and I was a disco queen. And then we lived in Germany, and I got into the EDM that was still just coming out in Germany because we were military. And just always have been a person that enjoys, new music, and
she loves the Black Eyed Peas, basically.
I like a lot.
Now, you mentioned disco back in Greece and went all over Germany and everything. How big of an ABBA fan were you?
Oh, when they first came out, it was huge. And it lasted forever, too. It did get to the point where we got tired of it.
And how much of ABBA do you guys play in your household nowadays?
Oh, no. I listen to new music, top 40 EDM and stuff like that.
And who are some of your favorite EDMs?
Well, I mean, I was a part of an underground EDM scene in DC, so we had local talent. That would be, you'd go to events and like warehouse parties or festivals, and they would play at these festivals, and so just basically local Virginia boys and girls.
Okay.
My favorite is Child's Play out of Fairfax, out of Virginia.
Okay. And then how about some of your other favorite artists and singers growing up? So, Athena, let's start with you, and then we'll pass on to your mom. This is actually really good. I like this. And if you have dogs and cats, they're welcome too.
I know, right? Let's get my dad down from DC. Oh, he's next.
I'll dial him up right now for you. I got your number, so.
Oh, Lord. I'm going to get a call from my dad. He's going to be like, who's this Mike guy? He keeps calling me. No, so growing up, I listened to mostly rock and roll. My dad had me listen to a lot of Led Zeppelin. We listened to Sublime, Godsmack, Black Sabbath, Tom Waits. And then from there, I kind of got into blues on my own. But we were also listening to Frank Sinatra and Ella Fitzgerald, Aretha Franklin, and
George Strait.
A lot of country music and a lot of blues, a lot of rock and roll. So, yeah, that's what I was raised listening to primarily.
And who are some other favorite blues artists as well, too, that influenced both of you?
Well, I don't know if you really like blues as much as I do.
I mean, it's not something that I would play. I typically would play music in the car and it'd be, top 40 or, my favorite. I have some people that are I always love Michael Jackson. I think he's influenced you.
Yeah.
Madonna, of course. The modern dance music per se is what I would get into because it's uplifting and I like to dance.
Yeah, and I used to listen to a lot of metal, and that just didn't really mesh. I was listening to like Electric Wizard and a lot of sludge metal, and just
which was
not fun for her.
But a lot of it comes from a classical background as well too, and that's been your big influence. Who are some of your favorite classical artists that have really influenced you guys?
Well, Mozart was one of my first and favorites. Chopin, Tchaikovsky, just like Bach. I was a huge Bach fan. Anything sad was my favorite. Mm-hmm. Always on piano specifically.
Mm-hmm. That was my favorite music when she would play her songs.
Toccata in D. Yeah, those are one of my favorites.
Wow, that is amazing. I mean, we got a huge cornucopia of music that's going on as well, too. And we'll talk about your couple of songs in just a minute, especially with The Price of Loyalty and your newest release. But first, listen to The Mike Wagner Show at themikewagnershow.com, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. Looking at a professional website without breaking your budget? Sonic Web Studios is the answer. Sonic Web Studios offers fast, affordable, custom web designs that blow the competition away. Call today, 1-800-303-3960. It's 1-800-303-3960, or email to support@sonicwebstudios.com. Mention the Mike Wagner Show. Get 20% off your first project. Sonic Web Studios. Take your image to the next level. Also, the Mike Wagner Show can be heard on themikewagnershow.com. You can check our Facebook page at facebook.com/the Mike Wagner Show. You can download and listen on Facebook, SoundCloud, Spreaker, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. Also on Anchor FM, Radio Public, iTunes, Google Play, over 25 podcast platforms. Take the Mike Wagner Show with you on any mobile device. Subscribe to the Mike Wagner Show on the YouTube channel and follow the Mike Wagner Show on Instagram and Twitter today. We're here, singer, songwriter, musician, the very multi-talented Athena Kennedy, and Athena's mom here on the Mike Wagner Show, based in good old Music City here in beautiful Nashville, Tennessee. And let's talk about your couple of songs. One of them is called The Price of Loyalty. And tell us about the song, The Price of Loyalty. What inspired you to write it?
Well, The Price of Loyalty, funny enough, was just me kind of learning how to use my own software equipment, Logic and my new MIDI keyboard and stuff like that. So it's a fun song. It's cute. It's not necessarily like what my aspirations of being a musician are. With my new release, I worked with a producer, and her name's Justine Blazer, and she's phenomenal. But Price of Loyalty, again, it was just something fun to put together and kind of test my knowledge of my software, etc.
Wow, that is amazing. And of course, let's hear from your mom. What did you think of the song and how she did?
Well, I'm her worst critic. I always give her a hard time. I've always tried to encourage her to be more confident. But as far as any song she's ever produced, I've always loved everyone.
Okay. And also, what are some of the other songs that are out there? I see I have a couple, but how about some other songs that you've got in the works, or maybe you would kind of put away a bit, maybe put them out later, and some others you've talked about. And after you talk about those, what do you base your lyrics on?
Well, so I am a huge fan of poetry. So most of the time, whenever I'm writing music, I'll do the lyrics first, or I'll stick to a normal, like the 4-chord progression, just a simple one, just to come up with lyrics. And I just like specific words that pop out to me that I want to build the song around, whether it be like for the new song that came out, it's messy. So I wanted to center it around that and a theme. And sometimes I'll go with themes, or I'll go with a story or an experience that I've had, or a story that I've even heard that has nothing to do with my personal experience, but my rendition on what it is and the feeling behind it. Because the passion behind the music and the feeling behind the music is more important than anything, in my personal opinion, when it comes to my own sound. But I do have a couple things coming out next month. Not sure what day I'm going to release it, but I recorded Santa Baby, so we're going to be putting out a Christmas song. I'm really excited about that. Ooh. And then probably in January, I have another song coming out. I haven't said what I'm going to call it yet, but I guess I'll say it today. The song's called Eden, and I am so excited about this one. It's going to be really, really cool. Oh, wow. And maybe you can just tell us just a bit about it without giving too much away. Yeah, I mean, it's more. So when I came out with Messy a couple weeks ago, it was a very cute song. It's a romantic song, and it's a happy song. Most of my music isn't necessarily happy. I kind of like darker, more sad music. I think it touches people's soul a little bit harder, you know? So this song, it's a little bit sadder, a little darker, but I think it's a little bit more sexy too. So I'm really excited about that. But definitely Eden, Adam and Eve vibes. It has I'm not necessarily religious in that aspect, but yeah, it's a cool song. A lot of really cool metaphors in that one. Mm-hmm. Okay, let's hear from Athena's mom. What do you think so far, and how much input do you have when it comes to your daughter's songs?
Well, I've heard her sing Santa Baby before. It's one of her favorites, of course, which she does beautifully. I haven't heard the recording. As far as Messy, the one she released last week, I think it's very catchy. I think her voice is beautiful. I think she did a really good job. Oh, thanks. Well, you know this. She's like, shush, Athena, you already know. You already know. I'm her biggest fan and her worst critic. But, that's what having a Greek mom is like, Mike. Well, I'll tell you one thing. I've got some Greek friends as well too, and yeah, it's like just pass on the ouzo and pass on the gyros and what the feta cheese and everything else. It's like, oh my gosh, it's like just good stuff all across the board. And of course, just one more thing before we play a new song, Messy. Which version of Santa Baby do you guys really like? The original, Mariah Carey, or the other versions? Which version do you really like? My personal favorite is Eartha Kitt's version. Yeah, I like her version. Marilyn Monroe is good too. Oh, I didn't know that. And here I am, been in the music business for a long time. I did not know Marilyn Monroe did a Santa Baby. It's like probably old Joe probably stashed it away somehow. And Mom, what's your which version do you like of Santa Baby? I love Mariah Carey, of course. I do love the original. That is fantastic. We're going to play the song Messy in just 1 minute, but first listen to The Mike Wagner Show at themikewagnershow.com, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. Look at a professional website without breaking your budget. Sonic Web Studios is the answer. Sonic Web Studios offers fast, affordable, custom web designs that blow the competition away. Call today, 1-800-303-3960. That's 1-800-303-3960. Or email to support at sonicwebstudios.com. Mention the Mike Wagner Show. Get 20% off your first project. Sonic Web Studios. Take your image to the next level. Also, the Mike Wagner Show can be heard on themikewagnershow.com. You can check our Facebook page at facebook.com/The Mike Wagner Show. You can download and listen on Facebook, SoundCloud, Spreaker, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. Also on Anchor FM, Radio Public, iTunes, Google Play, along with Amazon, Audible, and more. Take the Mike Wagner Show on any mobile device. Subscribe to the Mike Wagner Show on the YouTube channel and follow the Mike Wagner Show on Instagram and Twitter today. We're here, singer, songwriter, multi-talented Athena Kennedy, along with her special guest, her mom, here on the Mike Wagner Show. Right now, here's a brand new tune from Athena called Messy here on the Mike Wagner Show. It's Athena Kennedy.
Easy boy,
great song by Athena Kennedy with Messy here on the Mike Wagner Show. And where can we find Messy and your other works at?
So everything's going to be on YouTube. I have a website. It's athenaofficial.com, ATHXNA official.com. And you're going to find me on every social media that way as well.
That is fantastic. And lastly, who do you consider biggest influence in your career?
Oh, man, in my career?
You can say your mom. It's okay. Right, Mom? Can she say that?
Influence, I guess. Honestly, I don't know. Maybe I'd love to say some of my favorite musicians, but I really am following my own path. I really don't know. I couldn't say. I love Amy Winehouse and Adele. I mean, those are some amazing women in the music industry, more modern than the ones I usually listen to, and they've gone a long way. So I guess I would say those two specifically.
Mm-hmm. And what's the best advice you can give to anybody at this point?
At this point is don't be afraid. If you want to do something and it's your passion and it makes you happy, then you have to go out there and do it, because we only have one life to lead.
Mm-hmm. That's very true. And Mom, what's the best advice you can give to anybody at this point?
Just be as kind as you can to your fellow man, and like my daughter said, go after your dreams.
That is very true. And lastly, what can we expect from you in 2021 and beyond, Athena?
Way more music, way more music. And I definitely want to make an impact in the music industry, business and vocal wise. So I'm not going anywhere.
That is fantastic. And of course, just don't get too messy on that one. So once again, singer, songwriter, multi-talented Athena Kennedy with her special guest, her mom, here on the Mike Wagner Show. Guys, a very big thank you for your time. You've been absolutely fantastic. Looking forward to having you again soon. And once again, Athena, tell us about your upcoming projects. What's your website? How do people contact you? What can people purchase or listen to your music?
Yeah, absolutely. So you'll find me on Instagram, SoundCloud, my website, athenaofficial.com. You can find me on Facebook and YouTube. If you guys want to send me an email, you're more than welcome to. My email is out there everywhere on every platform. And I have new music and a new music video coming on October 31st, 12 o'clock. And you'll see that on YouTube.
That sounds great. And will your mom be in any of those videos or music?
Not this one, but probably the next one.
Sounds good. We're looking forward to it. Once again, Athena and Mom, a very big thank you for your time. You guys have been absolutely fantastic. I love having guests on Spontaneity. Looking forward to having you guys again soon. Do us a favor, keep us up to date. Love you back on in 2021 and beyond. And don't forget to keep in touch.
Thank you, Mike.
The Mike Wagner Show is powered by Sonic Web Studios. If you're looking to start or upgrade your online presence, visit www.sonicwebstudios.com for all of your online needs. Sonic Web Studios specializes in custom web design, app development, social networking, search engine optimization, domain registration, email marketing, online stores, and more. Since our birth, we have been designing and developing immaculate websites and providing web solutions which are a cut above the rest. As a leading web designing enterprise, we have a team of extremely talented web designers who are well-focused and have the experience of working on multiple web developing platforms such as PHP, Magento, Custom WordPress, and more. Sonic Web Studios has been helping businesses of all kinds, whether big, small, established, or startup, impress their audiences with exemplary web solutions. We don't just create beautiful and functional websites. We give you a complete online solution with the main goal of enhancing your yearly revenues. We aim to give your business the online exposure and brand acknowledgement that will help you in achieving increased conversions leading to profitable sales. Call 1-800-303-3960 or visit us online at www.sonicwebstudios.com to get started today. Mention the Mike Wagner Show and get 20% off your project. Sonic Web Studios. Take your image to the next level.
Hi, this is Mia Mosinzia, also known as Mia No Time for Love. Check out my latest book, Missing, Extraordinary Relation of Ordinary People based upon a real-life relationship, available in print and ebook formats on Amazon. Do read it. I'm sure you'll love it. It's www.miamosinzia.com and www.amazon.com/Mia Mosinzia.
Thanks for listening to The Mike Wagner Show, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. The Mike Wagner Show can be heard on Spreaker, Spotify, iHeartRadio, iTunes, YouTube, Anchor FM, Radio Public, and themikewagnershow.com. Please support our program with your donations at themikewagnershow.com. Join us again next time for another great episode of The Mike Wagner Show.